No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. We're the Renegades in this atomic age. This atomic age of renegades.
You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I lived through this war, I can take the next thing that comes along. This quote by Eleanor Roosevelt empowered me throughout my time studying abroad in Thessaloniki. When I first found out I would be spending my first semester at college a world away in a distant country, I was initially shocked and confused as to how everything would play out. But as time passed, I naturally became excited and couldn't wait to start my new adventure. But my biggest concern before leaving was how my celiac disease would affect my life in Thessaloniki. I had just been diagnosed 6 months ago and was still adjusting to a new lifestyle, and I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough food for me or if my food allergy would be accommodated in Greece. But I put those fears aside and packed up with a confidence and enough protein powder for 10 bodybuilders that I could overcome anything for 3 months of learning, exploring, and fun. Upon arriving in Thessaloniki, I was immediately immersed in a different world, surrounded by a culture unlike my own and a foreign language I had no idea to speak. The city was loud, cars zoomed by, and people shouted in the streets. It was quite different from living in the quaint and quiet woods of Indiana. But I quickly bonded with my friends and found a support group to turn to when things were difficult. And things were difficult at times. Safe food was challenging to find, and I was sick many days. I was frustrated, I was angry, I was mad at myself for being a burden for something that I couldn't control. Some days I wanted nothing more than to be someone different, to no longer have to struggle through my daily life. But no matter how many times I felt like giving up, someone was always there to pick me up from falling and encourage me to keep being strong. I realized as I wasn't facing this battle alone. I was armed with my friends that went to the ends of the earth to make sure that I had food to eat and that I always felt included, even on pizza binging nights. But not every day was difficult. Most days in Thessaloniki I had an amazing and unforgettable time. Every weekday I attended the American College of Thessaloniki, where the classes were small and personal and the professors knowledgeable and eager to help. On the weekends I was able to travel to amazing Greek cities like Athens and Regina, where I was transported back to ancient Greece and I felt the magnitude of the Greek culture. I had even some fun and relaxing excursions to Pozar Hot Springs and the beach at Halkidiki, where I was able to swim in clear blue water surrounded by magnificent mountains that left me in awe of the beauty around me. But the most incredible opportunity I had was to travel solo to Norway, the country of my ancestry, where I pushed myself to the limit, hiking fjords and mountains in extreme weather conditions. Through the freezing rain, the fog, and the wind, I was able to experience life at its basal levels and solidify my ability to do anything I set my mind to. As time went by, I became more acquainted with the city and was able to connect with the locals. I loved the moments when I could walk down the street and greet familiar faces with Yasu, Tikanis, and lively converse about our lives. I found outlets to cope with my celiac disease. I ran on the boardwalk and watched the sunrise every morning, completely overtaken by the beautiful orange and red tones as they reflected off the water. I fell in love with running so much that I even ran in Thessaloniki's 5K, the first I had ever participated in, and it proved to be one of the most self-rewarding moments of my life. While in Thessaloniki, I was assigned a service learning job. I worked at the rowing tournament and had the fantastic opportunity to be behind the scenes and interview world-renowned rowers from Great Britain, Norway, Sweden, and France. I also worked to support A21's walk to end human slave trafficking, a serious problem not only occurring in many Eastern European countries but all over the world. Having my attention brought to this has made me want to become more active to make others aware of this tragic issue plaguing our world and inform them on how they can help to end it forever. Through my service learning and GE class, I was able to better understand myself and realize the qualities that define me and make me unique. I will never forget my experiences in Thessaloniki, and this adventure has changed me forever. I have come back with a new strength that I never knew I possessed. I've learned that there will be times in my life where I'm challenged, where nothing seems to be going right, but I have to remain strong and never let my fears and anxiety get in the way. After conquering celiac disease in Greece and not allowing it to consume me, I realized that I'm capable of much more than I ever thought possible. But I've also realized that I don't need to go it alone. It's okay to let others support me through times of stress and difficulty. Before coming to Thessaloniki, I never envisioned I would become so close with the people here. I was supported by the most incredible friends I have ever known, and now I can't imagine a life without these people. I've learned to value life, to live each moment to the fullest, and to never squander opportunities. But overall, I've learned the meaning of true strength. Anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. But having true strength is standing tall when everyone else would understand if you fell. In Thessaloniki, being strong was the only choice I had, and I truly believe that I can take the next thing that comes along.